With my roll cage mounting points completed, I slotted in the cage to see how it would sit. It was immediately apparent that the feet on the ends of the 6 points of the cage are no longer fit for purpose due to rust. Also, there was the one on the rear stay that we had to remove in order to slot in the harness bar. With the solid mounting points now in the car, I could actually use the shell as a jig. I'll remove the old feet and replace them with new ones. So I'll have to take out the cage. The only bolts I have in it at the moment are these holding in the cross member above the windscreen aperture. I removed this and the two longitudinal front sections of the cage. I then set about taking out the rear hoop and stays. It's a little tight in my garage. I probably won't put it in this way when the car's all painted and with glass in it. There's always a certain amount of contortion involved in vehicle mechanics, I think. I measured the plates and they're all 10 centimeters long. The A and C pillar ones are 5 centimeters wide and the ones on the B pillar are 7.5. So I'll cut a big strip out of the plate that I've been getting all my material from, 10 centimeters wide. You might think that it's not very precise using the thick marker for all this, but I find that the marker is about the thickness of the cut that the grinder makes. So I draw my lines on the outside of the dimensions that I need, and it works out about right. I'll measure the width of each cut after each one I take out so that they're correct rather than marking them all in one go. I took my time at this and I got a really nice straight line. I'm using the grips to support the end so there's no surprises as I get to the end of each cut. So I'll measure the width of the next piece after that one's come out so that I don't end up losing the thickness of each cut from each piece. So there was the two wide ones and this is the last of 4 thin ones. Having it all set up at a nice comfortable height helped with the accuracy, and I got them really nice and square and they match up nicely. Just trim the edges now with the flap wheel, removing any of the burrs. I'd cleaned the long edge before I started so I didn't have to change position with the grip on each piece as I cleaned it, making it less tedious. So I'm just marking a center line now in each of the narrow plates, and I'll match these up with the holes on the floor, and that's where I'm going to do my drilling next time.